Hello, everybody. Daniel from the Venza Dutch office, welcoming you to yet another reaction video. It is time to find out what's the latest and the greatest in hospitality. So we are going to we've got a couple of newbies to share their raw reaction. We've got Sean Shields from the Roswell office, waving to the good people. Glad to have you there, buddy. He's doing the production work, making sure everything goes off without a hitch. So before we get to the raw reaction, before we get to the article in question, let's find out who's on the hot seat. So why don't we start with you, Michelle? Tell us about yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Michelle Young with Sertifi. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Accounts here, and we help people finalize business faster.
Fantastic. Love our friends at Sertifi. Mark, tell us about yourself.
I'm Mark Lewis Brown. I'm the president here of Vertical Booking North America, and we're a CRS booking company for the hospitality industry.
Right on. Love it. Booking and hospitality. People out there, book your rooms. Let's get those occupancy rates up. All right, let's get out there. All right, so you guys know the routine now. You've seen our other reaction videos. Sean's going to share something, and we're going to find out what you think. Anytime you're ready, Mr. Sean Shields. Okay, looks like almost a shameless plug of Venza's ad in a hospitality upgrade. Not looking at that, but looking at the title of that article, Making Hard Decisions in Cybersecurity. So obviously that's something near and dear to Venza. That's not the topic I want to ask you two about. I want to ask you about the making hard decisions on budgeting. So there's a lot of hopes. And now, Sean, go to that other tab. So I found this interesting. This is from Patrick Vandervaart. So he's been on reaction videos, good friend of mine in the industry from Amadeus. More than half of hoteliers surveyed say they expect pre-pandemic levels to return in 2022. More than half, but only 53%. And so it just occurs to me how crazily difficult it is to forecast. Are we returning to levels? What's occupancy going to be? And so my question to you is, how are you as a business leader and as a vendor, as a supplier, communicating questions around budget, forecasts for the future? I mean, is it just finger in the air, which way the wind is blowing? I mean, how is it that people are tackling this now, making those hard decisions? Really a hot seat question. Mark, what are you drawing from? How are you making hard decisions these days?
Well, we're doing a lot of last minute decisions, actually. So I mean, we're looking at our past budgets, obviously, trying to look at last year, but there's not a lot of decisions that can be made based upon, the last year we had. So we've gone back a year. We're seeing great improvement, and in our industry, as far as the booking side goes. So we're just going through using our budget that we made previously and making monthly adjustments without a lot of it, advance, not a lot of expectation about the accuracy of, what it's going to be.
So you're building in flexibility and making sure that you guys make sure you have the agility you need.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Michelle, conversations internally, conversations with clients. I mean, how are you wrestling with this?
Yeah, so one of the things we're doing is we have a lot of chain customers. Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt all work with us. We have a lot of resort and boutique customers as well. So everybody was completely affected. A lot of our business was in the event, sales and catering side of the business, which was completely shut down. So even though everybody wanted to be contactless and be able to do signatures and payments when they needed to, I think there's been a lot of caution, especially around our business. So we're seeing a big uptick this year. Our typical growth is 30 to 40% a year. Last year, we saw even 13% in COVID. Some of that was outside of hotels, but what we've really seen this year is a big increase already. So I would say we're about 120% of our forecast. So we are proceeding cautiously internally, trying not to overcommit to expenditures we don't need. I think externally, we're staying very close to our customers. We've had a couple larger chains that wanted to proceed with the electronic authorizations that held off last year, and that actually have pushed things to maybe third quarter of this year or fourth quarter. So I think the larger group transactions and chain transactions are kind of still very cautious, but I think on a property by property basis, we're seeing our hoteliers coming back, getting the occupancy up. So we're seeing those sales come along. So I think it's communication with our customers, staying really close and listening to what's important to them. I will say, if I could just add one more thing, fraud has been such a big thing that has come up in COVID. So we're seeing more and more fraudulent transactions coming across, which I think has hoteliers going, we need to protect ourselves. We need to get out of the fax world. We need to get out of writing down credit cards. So that's helping, I think, our business.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's sounds like constant communication, adding, being agile, that flexibility but you guys both seem a little bit bearish, optimistic.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Great.
Cautiously, but yes.
Yeah. Very great. Well, it's tough times to, you can't just fall back on any old, previous forecasts. So, you have to have ears and eyes wide open.
That's right.
Great. Well, we appreciate your being on the hot seat and giving us your raw reaction. And anything to share as we wrap up, Sean? No, shaking his head. Well, thank you everybody for watching this reaction video, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.